Okay.
The emperor, the conqueror, the champion, the lion is here. Zobu, zobu, reigning by master.
You see how they're messing them? Do you see how disgraceful?
The emperor, the conqueror, the champion, the lion is here. Zobu, zobu, reigning
We are live and we are direct. And humanity is you may not like it and find practically high. If you like it, if you don't like it, it doesn't we are live and we are direct.
Kindly watch this. Kindly watch this video. Now, up to that point, we can agree that the friends fully supported the gentleman to bring the ball from where it dropped. Let's see what happens next. Now, you now discover that the support was not for the gentleman. The support was for him to bring the ball. After he had brought the ball, the friends had no business with him, and so they dropped him to mind his business. Let me tell you something. In life, many people will like you and support you not for who you are, but because of what they are getting from you. And such people can drop you immediately they have gotten what they wanted from you, or when they get someone who offers better than you. Don't die for people who can drop you like chewing gum after getting what they wanted from you. When you rise to the position of power, fame, and wealth, remember to maintain a heart of humility. The respect, the honor, the support, the convenience are for that position, not for you. If a traffic police officer goes to the road in civilian and begins to stop the motorists, do you think they will stop? Definitely no. Why? Because motorists stop for the crown, not for the person. When you rise to fame and stop doing what brought you there, the same people who held you will begin to mock you, stating how you are finished. Why? Because they followed you not because of who you are, but because of what they were getting from you. As you rise in life, there are people you'll offend just by doing the right thing. There are people you'll offend unknowingly because of the innate human weaknesses. Now, those don't matter. But if you choose to use your power and position to show people the material you are made of, then believe you me, when that position is gone, you will suffer guilt and even become paranoid. Remember, you can run away from your enemies, but you can't run away from guilt. And so also, if you use your power and position to impact lives, even if the people don't appreciate you, even if they don't reciprocate, your self-worth will be lifted. At any position you are in life, remember you're human and maintain the heart of humility. Thank you.
si na ga-ata anyị ahụhụ ma ọ bụ na anyị fee arụsị anyị wee na-efe arụsị iwe were iwe gị na ọnụma gị wee bịa leta anyị ụmụ anyị wee na-anwụsị ụfọdụ nọ n'ụzọ ije ha anaghị alọta ụlọ ọzọ nne na nna wee na-ata ahụhụ wee na-ata ikikere eze nwaanyị konye ka ọ gaa ubi gaa rụọ ọrụ Fulani chiri ehi bata ebe ala gị niile n'iyi okwu ebepụ ya isi anyị bụ ka anyị kpọkụ onye nwe anyị n'ugwu Awụsa ahụ ejide anyị wee gbuo ihe ọbụla anyị mara aka n'ime ha si maka ha aga n'ihu elekwa ọdụ ụgbọ mmiri n'igwe ọcha bụ ememiri ọya nke dị na Kalaba otu aka ahụ anyị na-ala nsọ ebe Biafra bụ ndị kọstọm sokwenye anyị n'etiti anyị anọghị n'ime mmiri kama kọstọm juru ebe niile ha wee na-ata anyị ahụhụ anyị kwuo ekwesịpụta anyị ka kpọchie anyị kwuo ekwesịpụta anyị ka gbagbuo anyị onye nwe anyị na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe ọ bụ ụzọ dị anya ka isi wee hụ ndị iro anyị n'anya wee karịa ndị nke gị akwa anyị bụ ụmụ Chineke akwa ọba aha anyị ka anyị na-aza akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza ike Chukwu akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza amara Chineke akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza Chisom akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza Chizọba nna nke dị nsọ onye ime eluigwe dịka otu onye iro bi na anyị bụ ụmụ gị bịa ka iwe zọpụta anyị bịa ka iwe napụta anyị n'aka ajọ ihe bịa ka iwe lụọrọ anyị ọgụ bịa ka iwe tịtụ ozu ọ bụ ọkọwa mgbe emilere Goliat Chineke nna nke igwe ruo ememire Fero sikwa otu a mee ka Fero bụ ọgụzọ n'ihu ụmụ ndị IPOB ka o wee taa akọkọ iguni ọtọ ọzọ ị ga na-edu anyị n'ụzọ niile nke ezi omume ọ bụla adịghị na anyị na-aga ndagwurugwu onyinye ọnwụ ọ bụgụ nwa bụ ekegere n'igwe n'ụwa onye ọbụla kere gị nweghị mmalite nweghị ọgwụgwụ kama anyị onwe anyị bụ anọkpa ahụ ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ n'ezie kama marakwa na okwu gị na-anọgide ego mgbe ebighị ebi ọ bụ ya mere anyị ji were gị n'anya isi anyị wee na-asị nna nke dị nsọ bịa ka iwe gosi anyị Biafra na ndụ na-abụghị n'ọnwụ bịa ka iwe mee ka ebe gị na amara gị wee kpuchiri anyị ka uwe bịa ka iwe zọpụta ndị nke gị bịa ka iwe mee ka Biafra wee bịa ka anyị na-ewetụta na nsọpụrụ na ịja mma site n'aha gị onye bụ Chukwu nke abịa ma
fellow Biafrans all over the world, good evening to you, lovers of freedom. I say to you, good evening to you, good afternoon, and good night to some of you, depending where you are watching me from this evening. I welcome you to this live edition of IPOB Western Cape South African Forum, our media. We are reaching you from South Africa, Western Cape. This is IPOB Western Cape Media. I welcome you to this evening. I want you to share the program as you are joining us. And also, I want you to like the program, because when you like the program, notifications will be sent out for other Biafrans who might not know that we are live. I want you to invite your friends and your relatives, all lovers of freedom all over the world, those who love freedom. Invite them to this wonderful program we are about to have this night. I greet you, fellow Biafrans. My name is Mazi Onyebuchi. I am the host of this platform, IPOB Western Cape South African Media. And by the grace of Chukwu Okike Abiama, I am the Parklands Unit Coordinator here in Western Cape, South Africa. In this part of the world, hardcore still exists. We have taken the challenge. As you already know, the so-called media warriors, they flopped. They failed woefully. When they were needed the most, they failed. They failed Biafrans. They failed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All of them today are chasing after wings. None of them are talking about Biafran restoration any longer. When you see them on social media, if they're not talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's family, they are talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, how to override his office. If they are not talking about that, they are talking about their fellow freedom fighters scattered all around the globe. Hardly will you see them talk about the impunity going on around Biafra. Even if they eventually or somehow talk about it, they will exempt the enemies and they will hang the criminality, they will hang the impunity, the killings, and all the things that are going on in Biafran land today. They will hang it on top, on the heads of the same people that is fighting for the freedom of their people. The so-called freedom social media warriors have failed woefully. They have failed our leader. Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be so ashamed of these people today. Fellow Biafra, this is IPOB Western Cape South African media. We are saying things the way they are. That is why I am saying what I'm saying. That is why I am speaking the way I am speaking now. We say whatever we say without fear. We say whatever we are saying without favor, because we are hardcore. We are Biafran freedom fighters. We are not afraid of anybody. We are not afraid of what you can do or what you cannot do. How you feel is not our problem. The only thing that matters to us is that we are able to tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. That is the reason why IPOB Western Cape Media here in South Africa is established in the first place. Because we have seen that the so-called media warriors has failed completely. They have failed Biafrans. They have failed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They have forgotten about those who have died. They have forgotten the lives of Ikonso, those who died trying to restore Biafra. Today they are gossiping around like women. They're not talking about religion today. They are talking about saga. They are doing saga. If they are not doing saga, they are doing one thing that is irrelevant: frivolity. Frivolity is the order of the day for these people. After seeing all these things, my coordinator, Mazi Innocent Tianlea, in his wisdom, thought it wise that we establish a media that can try its own best to still carry out that ideology. That we need a media that will still talk about the impunity of Nigeria, the impunity of Fulani herdsmen, the impunity of the cabals in Nigerian British establishment. That is the reason why we are here. We are not here for saga. This is a media platform for propagation of the kingdom of Biafra. The only thing that matters to us is to restore Biafra. Nothing more, nothing less. Only thing that can restore Biafra. Nothing more. We don't even care who is going to play which roles in bringing this kingdom of God here on earth. Every hand must be on the deck. Every lover of freedom, whether you are of Biafra extraction or you are not even a citizen of Biafra, long as you identify with what we are doing and you are helping to push this agitation forward in any way possible, we fellow Biafrans will support you. That is the reason why we established this platform. That is the reason why IPOB Western Cape South Africa even started this media war in the first place. So if you come to this platform, do not expect to see 1,000, 2,000, 500 people watching us at a go. It may be difficult because what is ruling today is saga. What is obtainable today is frivolities. If you are not doing frivolous things, Biafrans will not listen to you. Anybody you see on this program listening to us has come to know the truth. That is what we want to, the kind of people we want in this program are those who understood the ideology of Biafra, who understood the true meaning of freedom, those who want Biafra like yesterday. That is the kind of people we want. So, fellow Biafrans, I welcome you once again in this program. As we already do, you must always remember to pray for our leader, Oyendumazem Dekano. We do it as a duty in this platform. Each time we are online, we pray for our leader. And we pray for the true IPOB freedom fighters. And we also pray against the infiltrators, against the cabals, against the sellouts, against the saboteurs. That is what we do. We don't forget to touch all angles. Chukwu okike abịa mapụrụ m ihe niile. Onye nsọ, onye dị mma. Anyị na-aga ọfọ n'isi onye isi anyị Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na mgbede a, otu anyị gbakọrọ ugbu a. Anyị bụ ndị IPOB Western Cape. Anyị na-aga ọfọ ndụ, ọfọ arụ isi ike ka anyị na-aga n'isi onye isi anyị bụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Chukwu okike abịa ma ọ gị kere ụwa ka ihe niile dị n'ime ya, mmadụ ma ihe niile nọ n'ime gị kere ya. Ihe niile dị gị n'aka, onye nyere ndụ ga-adị ndụ. Ịsị na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ga-adị ndụ. O nweghị onye ọbụla bụ mmadụ ikere eke nke ga-ewepụ ndụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu dị. Anyị na-aga ọfọ si na onye ọbụla si na ndụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu dị adịrọ ya mma. Chukwu okike abịa ma onye ahụ na-abụ ụra n'abalị a ya tetekwa n'echi. Onye ahụ na-abụ ụra n'abalị a ya tetekwa n'echi. Chukwu okike abịa ma dịka ụmụ Igbo, anyị si onye biri ibe ya ebiri. Egbe bere ugo ebere, nke si ibe ya ebene nku akwa ya. Anyị si na ọ dịrị nwoke mma, ọ dịrị nwaanyị mma. Nwa mmụọ emegbukwana nwa mmadụ, nwa mmadụ emegbukwana nwa mmụọ. Ụkwa mịara m ya mịara nwunye di m maka na ụmụnna nwezuo akụ. Iro na-asị ya na ọkwa ihe ndị a niile bụ ihe Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-ekwu. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu si na ọ nụrụ ube nwanne agba n'ọsọ, ọ ihe eji mara ndị Igbo. O wee fụ na ndị Igbo na-ata afụfụ. O wee fụ na ndị Igbo enwere ebe ha kwụ akwụ n'obodo ahụ ha sị na ha so wee nwere bụ Naịjirịa. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu wee sị mba na eme ndị Igbo eme ndị Hausa, emenye ndị Igbo emenye ndị Hausa, emenye ndị Yoruba, emenye ndị bụ ndị mmadụ nọ na Naịjirịa. Ọkwa na ya bụ ihe Maazị Nnamdi Kanu kwuru. Ha ji wee jee na Kenya, obodo ọzọ, wee jee kpọrọ ya n'ike, wee kpọrọta ya n'obodo ahụ, obodo anụmanụ a na-akpọ zoo, ebe ọ nọ n'ime n'ụbọchị taa. Ihe dị iche iche wee na-eme, arụ dị iche iche na-eme n'ala Igbo, nke ọ bụkwa ndị ahụ bụ ndị kpụje nwa Maazị Nnamdi Kanu bụ ndị na-eme arụ a. Gịnị mere ha ji eme arụ ndị a niile? Ka anyị wee sị na ọ bụ IPOB bụ ndị na-agba mbọ sị na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ga-apụta, ndị na-ekwu okwu otu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ga-esi pụta. Chukwu okike abịa ma weziga ndị dị otu a. Onye ọbụla aka ya dị n'ihe na-eme n'ala Igbo, ana Biafra, Chukwu okike wezuga onye dị otu a na ndị dị ndụ. Anyị na-agọrọ onye ahụ ọfọ ọnwụ. Onye ahụ ga-anwụ, ọ ga-anakpu ụra dịka ọkụkọ, ọ gaghị etete. Onye ọbụla sị n'isi Maazị Nnamdi Kanu dị mma iji achụ àjà, isi onye ahụ na ezinụlọ ya ka e ga-eji wee chụọ àjà. eziokwu na maka na onye si na ihe ọma adịrọ mma ọ ga-atụzi ihe ọma na ndụ ya mbanụ. Onye si na shuga adịghị mma o je were onugbu wee mere mmiri maka na ihe ọma adịghị ya mma. Ị na-agasị na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-ekwu okwu ụzọ esi wee dịrị ndị Igbo mma na otu esi wee dịrị ndị Biafra mma na ihe ọ na-eme adịrọ mma, i wee je kpaa nkata wee soro ndị iro wee je kpọnata ya, jide ya n'ike wee kpọnata ya. Ịbịa ka ịdị ndụ, ịbịa ka ịfụ ihe ọma. Onye ọbụla nọ na Biafra IPOB bụ onye aka ya dị n'ihe mere Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, onye ahụ agaghị adị ndụ ruo ụbọchị Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ga-apụta. Anyị na-aga ọfọ ọnwụ n'isi onye ahụ, n'isi ihe ọ na-eme ma n'isi ezinụlọ ya niile, maka na onye megide Maazị Nnamdi Kanu emegidekwana ndị Biafra niile. Ya mere oge eji wee dịrị onye ahụ na mma. Ọ gaghị adịrị ha mma na Eke, ọ gaghị adịrị ha mma n'Orie, ọ gaghị adịrị ha mma na Nkwọ. Afịa na anọ Igbo ji biri ga-abụ ihe mwute na ndụ ndị dị otu a. Onye ọsọ ya wụrụ ma ha nọ na IPOB ma ha nọ na IPOB. Chukwu okike abịa ma anyị na-aga ọfọ na-ayọ ka na-asị na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ga-esi n'aka ndị iro pụta n'oge na-adịghị anya. Ọ bụghị mmadụ ga-eme ya, ọ bụ Chukwu okike abịa ma ga-eme ya. Ọfọ anyị na-aga ọka Maazị Nnamdi Kanu jeche ije a ka o jiri isi ya na arụ isi ike wee pụta, ka ọnụ niile kwuru njọ wee kwuo mma, maka na o nwere ọnụ na-ekwu njọ taa. E nwere ndị nọ na IPOB si na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu agaghị apụta. E nwere ndị nọ na IPOB si na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ya nọrọ n'ime, ndị dịka Mekizedek nwa mama ya ọ na-akpọ onwe, ndị dịka Okechukwu, Maazị Okechukwu Biafran child, ndị ka Maazị Achebe, ndị si na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ga-anọ n'ime mkpọrọ reka. Chukwu okike akwa ịnụrụ mgbe ụbọchị ha kwuru ihe ndị a. Ama m na ị na-anụ ihe, ama m na ịnụrụ mgbe ha kwuru ihe ndị a. Chukwu okike, ihe niile ha kwuru n'isi Maazị Nnamdi Kanu bụ ihe ga-eme n'isi ha, mee n'isi ezinụlọ ha. Ọ gaghị adịnatara ha na mma maka ha sị na ihe ọma adịghị ha mma. Anyị na-aga ọfọ ọganiru n'iru ndị niile, n'isi ndị niile na-ekwu okwu dịka Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ga-esi pụta, na ndị niile na-agba mbọ n'ụzọ ọbụla ha si agba ya mbọ na Biafra ga-enwere onwe ha. Chukwu okike, onye ọ sọrọ ya wuru ebe ọbụla ọ nọ, ngọzi gị ga na-ezo n'isi onye a dịka mmiri. Onye ahụ ga-adị ndụ wee fụ Biafra. Onye ahụ o gbuo n'iru ọ ga-ebute mma, o gbuo n'azụ ọ ga-ebute mma. Ndị dị otu a ga na-eme ihe ọma ha na-eme, ga na-ewetara ha ihe ọma na elu ihe ọma n'oge niile, n'ụbọchị niile nke ndụ ha. Chukwu okike abịa mapụrụ m ihe niile. Ọ gị bụ Chineke, gị bụ Chukwu okike, gị na-eme ihe niile ọ dị mma. Anyị ekwugwo si na ọ ga-adịrị Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na mma. Eke ọ ga-adịrị ya na mma, Orie ọ ga-adịrị ya mma, Afọ ọ ga-adịrị ya na mma, Nkwọ ọ ga-adịrị Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na mma. Aka n'ala Igbo ji biri, mmụọ niile nọ n'ala Igbo na-echekwa ala Igbo, mmụọ niile gị bụ Chukwu okike abama kere dowe n'ala Igbo, ka ha na-echekwa ala Igbo, ka ha na-arụ ọrụ n'ala Igbo. Mmụọ dị otu a ga-abụ mmụọ ga-echekwa Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nchegide ruo ụbọchị ọ ga-esi n'aka ndị wepụta. Ka gị bụ Chukwu okike abịa ma wee bụrụ onye mbụ n'elu ga-adịrị site n'ebi ebi ruo n'ebi ebi. Ise ise ise. Yes, fellow Biafrans, you are welcome. You are welcome back. I just prayed in the language of heaven. You know, when we want to talk to our God, we prefer to talk to him in Igbo language, because this is the only language that Chukwu Abiyama and his angels speaks in heaven. So I welcome you back to this program this evening. You may be wondering, why is these people always coming online to talk, or to some people we are making noise, to some people we are not making sense at all. But I want you to know that anytime you hear us speak, we are making a lot of revelation, because we are not in this social media for chasing clouds. We are not on social media to be popular. No, that is not the reason. That is not the goal. The reason why we are here is that we have watched, we have looked around us, and we notice that people that are supposed to guide jealously and protect this family and the legacy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu entrusted the affairs of Biafra are the same people that are fighting tooth and nail to see that they destroy the same legacy of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And after critically looking at it, we decided to come online to counter each and every one of them. And also to continue the propagation of the kingdom of God on earth, which is Biafra. Because work no play makes Tom a dull guy. As we are checkmating the cabals, as we are debunking their errors and all that things they are doing on social media, we will also we will not be forgotten that there is a reason why we even converge in the first place, which is to checkmate the activities of Nigerian states, to bring to bear their impunity, and to expose their foot soldiers, which is Fulani men. That is what we'll be doing tonight, irrespective of whatever I'm saying right now. The purpose I'm here tonight is to expose what is going on in Middle Belt. And remember, Biafrans, that we have a common border with the Middle Belt. And what is happening in Middle Belt today could happen to us if we did not do what we're supposed to do. If we fail to checkmate the activities of those terrorist men, if ESN is destroyed, as they are planning to do, the Fulani herdsmen will overrun us. They will overrun us and they will start dealing with us the same way they are dealing with those in the Middle Belt today. Middle Beltans are helpless. They are helpless to the point that the only thing they do today is to complain, lament, and call for Nigerian terrorist states for help. The same people that have sent their foot soldiers to kill them in their land is the same people that the Middle Beltans are still calling to come and help them. Instead of them to mobilize themselves, instead of them to take up the brave heart of a man, they are afraid because they were conquered. When they were playing these house niggers to Fulanis against Biafrans, they never knew, Gowon never knew that in his lifetime he will witness his people being massacred every day on daily basis by the same people that he fought for and committed genocide against innocent children of Biafra. Gowon were ignorant of his stupidity, and he thought that he was doing a service to his nation, not knowing that he was being used to push forward the agenda to conquer his own people. Today, where is Gowon? Gowon is still alive, but he is not talking. He is dumb. He is deaf and dumb. Gowon could not condemn the killings of his people in Kaduna, in Benue, in Plateau, where he came from. Gowon could not even say a word. His people are being massacred. When he was killing the innocent children of Biafra, he thought that he has arrived. He forgot that what goes around comes around. Gowon, in his wickedness, never thought that in his life he will witness his own people being massacred on a daily basis in their hundreds by the same people that used him to commit genocide against Biafra. I pity those innocent children in the Middle Belt whom their heads were cut off just because they were born in that side of the part of the world. But when I think about it, I would say anyways, the same way that Gowon starved the innocent children of Biafra with all manner of barricading, the borders and not allowing food to enter Biafra. Today, the God of karma has visited his people, and the Fulanists will use knife and cut the head of an innocent 5-year-old child who knows nothing, who did nothing, who committed no crime, who said nothing. But the only crime he committed was to be a Benuen indigene or whatever. So, fellow Biafrans, I want to bring to you a video that went viral last week. It went viral on social media, not in Nigeria mainstream media, MTN, NTA, AIT channels, Arise, and other ones. But on Facebook and other social media platforms, Nigeria is a crime scene. As I want you to know, if you find yourself in that contraption and you are not doing anything today because you think you are benefiting or your people are you are people that are ruling Nigeria, your brother is the president today, your kinsman is the vice president, and you are not doing anything against the agenda, jihadist agenda going on in Nigeria today, I pity you. You will not die. You will be alive just the same way that Gowon is alive to witness what is happening to his people today. Something he didn't dream about when he was starving the innocent children in Biafra land to death. You are going to be alive and witness the terrorists, Fulanis, overrun your people. And you'll be so helpless, just like Gowon is helpless today. You'll be so helpless. Just like the Middle Beltans are helpless. You'll be so helpless. Because then they would have conquered your territory. The only hope for you today is to seek for dissolution of Nigeria. Seek for dissolution of Nigeria. That is the only time that your life will have meaning. That is the only time that you will have respect as a human being. And your dignity will be restored to you. If you don't do that because you don't want Biafrans to go, therefore, you are not going to do anything. For you, all you can do is to work against Biafrans, to call them names, to mock them. Let me tell you something. Gowon's story will be a child's play to your own story when the time will come. In the next 50 years, when the Fulanis from the what is it called? Mali, from African Republic, from all over the world would have overrun your people, Biafra would have been gone long time ago. Biafra would have been gone long time ago. Because let me tell you something. We are fanatic. We are serious, dead serious to restore Biafra. We are dead serious. When you hear us talk about Biafra, we are dead serious. We have denounced our Nigerian identity. We want Biafra. And we are going to do everything within our own power to see that we restore Biafra before we exit this planet Earth. God forbid that we inherit Nigeria for our children. God forbid. God forbid that my children will carry this green passport up and down. God forbid that my children will prefer a foreign land where the weather will be so hostile to them, for them. Where the citizens of the countries will see them as second class. God forbid that I inherit Nigeria for my children. I don't want to do that. That is why I am doing what I'm doing today, fighting for the restoration of Biafra. There is nothing fun. There is nothing beautiful about fighting for Biafra. It is one of the hectic jobs to do. It is so risky that you don't even know who is behind you. But we must continue. We must push it. We must push it because if we don't do that, what Gowon is experiencing today shall be our portion. But God forbid that after fighting for Biafra, we will not restore it. Every mose in our midst will be fished out and disgraced. Any enemy on this struggle, any enemy in this struggle, who has disguised as a friend, wolves in sheep clothing, they will be revealed by Chukwuoke Abiyama. The spirit of Biafra is so strong. You cannot hide forever. You will be found out and you will be disgraced. Disgrace awaits you. Your end will be so bitter that you will by yourself prefer to commit suicide. Biafran spirit is no joke. Biafran spirit is real and it's working. The spirit of all the children that Gowon starved to death in 1970, they are still working. They are still crying for mercy, for justice, for vengeance. The blood of Ikonso is still crying for vengeance. The blood of all the heroes, all the men that were murdered, those who were murdered by Nigerian terrorist security apparatus, and those who were murdered by their own freedom fellow comrades, those who were under oath with them, murdered them. Their blood is still crying for vengeance. Vengeance is what their blood is crying. So if you think that what we are doing is for joke, you have to think again. We are serious to restore Biafra. That is what we live for. That is the only thing that we live for. The only thing that makes us to go to bed and wake up every day is that we are hoping that Biafra may be restored in our own time, not behind us, but why we are still alive. That is why I keep encouraging us, do not be deceived by those who have sold out. Do not be deceived by those who have sold out in this struggle. So many of them have failed, and they want you to fail with them. Whenever they are cajoling you, or whenever they are mocking you, whenever they are doing all manner of things against you, don't listen to them. Don't mind them. That is the least price you can pay. Oyenuma Zambekano is there in the DSS dungeon. That is a price. A great price is paying. Mazinam Bekano is paying a greater price than we all put together have paid. The only people that have paid greater price is those who have paid the ultimate price. Those who have paid with their lives. Let me tell you something. A lot of us cannot spend 1 hour in that solitary confinement where Mazen Kano is today. Willingly. If Mazen Kano wants to come out of that place today, his only thing he requires is a stroke of pen and he'll be out in the next minute. But he chooses to willingly remain there for you, for me, and for our unborn generation. So I want you to know that any price you are paying today, it is worth it. It is worth it. Pay that price with peace, joy, happiness, knowing fully well that after the rain comes the sun. You are going to rejoice if you did not fall, if you did not stop fighting. You will rejoice, and your name will be written on a stone, that no man will wipe it away. So, fellow Biafrans, I want you to join me as I bring a video to you, so that those who are may be asking, but why do you people want to leave Nigeria? Why are you not people settled in Nigeria? Why do you want Biafra? So many people are asking this question. So many people are asking these questions. So many people don't want to, or rather have failed to see reasons with us. But to us, it matters less. We don't care whether you see reason to us or not. We don't actually care. But let me tell you something. If you don't want to see what we are doing, at least hear it. Because if you cannot see, at least you can hear. You can hear the atrocities going on in Nigeria. Look at how people are suffering in Nigeria today. Masses are basically trekking to 20 miles every day because they don't have money to board public transportation. So many people who have cars today could not afford to fuel their own cars because the petrol is on the high side. Food, everything. And this government, the National Assemblies, the Senate House are sharing their monies in billions. When you hear them, they will mention the kind of money they will be sharing. It amounts to billions. Billions upon billions. But their fellow citizens could not afford 2 square meals. 2 square meals. Everything that these people do is free of charge. The clothes they wear, the house they live in, the car they drive, the fuel in their car, the security they have, everything, their children, everything is basically free for them. But their fellow citizens are suffering unimaginable suffer, going through pain on a daily basis to provide for their family. And you want me, you want Nnamdi Kanu, you want those who are agitating for separate states to be happy and belong to such place. A place that yesterday is better than tomorrow. I mean, yesterday is better than today. A place that yesterday is always better than today. That is a country that you want us to belong to. A country that still celebrates, what's it called? Road. When you build a road, they still celebrate it. They still go on their election campaign, promising people to build road for them, promising people to pay, what's it called? Salaries. As if those people are doing charity work for them. They still use those things to campaign in this 21st century. I will make sure that electricity is 24 hours. I will make sure that there is clean water, tap water running. Something that people have stopped talking about. This is the same thing that these people are still using till the next 4 years to campaign. And you want us to belong to such country. No, we are not going to do that. We want a workable state, a country that is progressive, a country that is working towards improvement, improving on a daily basis. Country that has 50 years agenda, good one, and they are working not only just a plan, but they are working it out. That is the kind of country we want. That is what Biafra will be. That is what Biafra will look like. The government of Biafra will have 50 years plan on how Biafra will be in the next 50 years. Remember, our leader said that if after restoring Biafra, we are going to build Biafra for 70 years. We will be building, only building, putting Biafra in order, non-stop, 24/7, for 70 years. That is the kind of country we want to belong. Country that recognizes good things, good people that have brain, that knows how to use what they have to get what they want. That is the kind of country we want. Not country that will have all manner of mineral resources, but it's going straight to the pocket of some individuals, and the rest 180 million are suffering. That is not a country that we want to belong to. The reason we are fighting for Biafra is to preserve the life of our fellow citizens, to preserve the life of our children, to preserve the life of our parents, to preserve the life of our loved ones. That is the reason why we are fighting for Biafra. We don't want to belong to a country where someone can just come from Niger down to my place, kidnap a daughter of the land, put her in a place, lock her up, and be sleeping with her. We don't want to belong to a country. We don't want to belong to a country that does not have data. Nobody knows who comes in and when they goes out. We don't want a country where some people will be treated as human, while others will be treated as animals, second-class citizens. In Nigeria today, we have Sharia law in the north. and we have Christians in the south. One country. One supposedly country. Practicing separate things. And when you ask them, they will say, one Nigeria. One Nigeria, nothing. The only language they understand is one Nigeria. Nothing. Any other thing you are saying is not for them. They don't care what one Nigeria, if one Nigeria is beneficial or not. These people are wicked and their mind, their heart is dark. Dark as a charcoal. So dark. They don't have the interest of their unborn children at heart. Because if you have the interest of your children and your unborn children at heart, you will be making plans on how to better their life, to make their life better than what you have. You can't inherit poverty and you want your children to also inherit poverty from you. When you inherit poverty from your father, it is your duty to fight so that your children does not inherit poverty from you. You inherited a country, unworkable country, a country that was put together for business purposes, a country that were created to fail, a country that was not created to succeed. You inherited such country, and you have seen what that country has done to you. So many of us, of the citizens of that so-called Nigeria, are languishing in jail in all parts of the world. Go to the most useless country in this world. You will see Nigerians in jail. That is why when they say any country, anywhere you go, you don't see Iboma and run away. I see it as an insult. Why would you see us everywhere? Why? Why would you see us everywhere? We're not supposed to be everywhere. We are not stupid. We are not stateless. We have a country. Anywhere we are going, we should have purpose of going that place. We should go there with respect, not just going there because we are looking for survival. Do you think if Biafra comes tomorrow, you will still see us everywhere everywhere you go in the part of the world? It's not possible. So many of us were pushed out of our country because things are so bad. Look at the eastern region. No government presence. Nothing. Until you leave eastern region, you will not know that the world has moved ahead. If you see any structure, if you see anything in the eastern region today, it is built by an individual, not a government. Then you will ask yourself, where is the government? These people should have government. Where is their government? What is their government doing for them? Nothing. The only thing they do for us is to make sure that we have their stooges in the name of governor. The likes of Hope Uzodimma, the likes of the new one in Enugu State, Mba, that says that the only problem that Enugu State people have is sit at home. If they stop sit at home, Enugu is best. Enugu is on top. It is a pity. So, fellow Biafrans, I have gone far from what I wanted to say, but let me play this. Let me play this video for you. Then analyze it a bit, and then if there's any other thing to talk about, we talk about it and end this program. So I want you to watch this video. As you are watching the video, put your ears on the ground and listen to what the commentators will be saying. Those who are the people that were interviewed, listen to their statement and listen to the statement of the commentator that were talking on this video. Let's go.
Community in distress. Their loved ones have been killed by terrorists. Human bodies litter the streets, some with deep machete cuts, and many burnt beyond recognition. It's not a pleasant sight to behold. The smell of burnt humans fills the air, and graves are being dug as the living bury their dead. According to eyewitnesses, the terrorists stormed Runji village in their numbers, shooting sporadically and setting houses ablaze with occupants in them. Those who were lucky to escape say the rampaging gunmen operated for over an hour, adding that military intervention came late.
Kill our people, kill our husband. Don't put fire anywhere. We don't know where they come from. They come kill our children with my uncle, father, my sister yesterday.
About 10:30 yesterday night, after a successful wedding of our illustrious son, the Fulani just occurred to the village and attacked us. And many souls were killed. About 30 corpses are laying down. Many are injured, are in the hospitals. And we are pleading on the solidarity of the government to come and rescue us. We knew what is happening in this land. We are living peacefully with these Fulanis. And now we became enemies to each other. We don't know what is the cost. And we are looking for the government to come. And one thing that disturbs us, we have military men around, but they can't help us. We want the government to withdraw all the checkpoints out of our Chablan.
There are plenty, more than 200 people's attacks.
Did they bring guns? What did they bring?
They bring guns and shooting us and burn our house. Yes.
What were they saying? Did you hear anything they were saying?
And they said that they will come back again and kill my children and also my wife, brother.
It's a black Sunday for these people as they gather to bury the remains of their loved ones in a mass grave.
Already about 32 people are killed. About 40 houses were burned. There was nobody that came here to help us. So I don't know. All of us were in pains. We are even confused who to complain to again now. Because we have been complaining and there's no any assistance. When the attack was going on, we called the military. I personally called them and informed them. Well,
So what was
according to them, they said they tried their best. You know, when the attack was going on, I was not there. So I won't say this is what they did. But all what I know, people were killed.
We will not run away from our land. Even if they come tonight after us, we are killed, there will still be some people who will talk, and there will be young who will rise again. Amen. And so we ask that the government of Kaduna State and the government of Federal Republic of Nigeria, they should do the needful. They know what they should do to stop this evil. They know it. I have said it, and let me repeat myself again. If by mistake one cow is killed by any of the community here, the number of military troops that will enter and ransack the community and look for those to arrest because one cow has been killed. And now we have 33 corpses and a young boy of less than 5 years who has been beheaded. What has that young boy done to these evil people?
Several villagers could be seen packing their bags to leave the village. They are scared that the terrorists may return and strike again. The people of Runji village in Zango Kataf local government area feel abandoned by the government. They want the perpetrators brought to book. Nisi Gabriel, Arise News, Kaduna.
You are welcome back. You listen to it by yourself. The villagers are living in fear in their own community. You heard when one of them said that the Fulanis promised that they are coming back again. You may think it's a joke. You may think that they are not going to come back. They just want to instill fear in them. No, they will come back. But one thing that interests me is that when the reporter was reporting, when he was reporting, I was listening to him so I can hear where he will mention Fulani terrorists. No, he didn't say that. He only mentioned terrorists. Terrorists could be anywhere, could be from any ethnic nationality. We want to know those terrorists, where did they come from? Who are they? But this reporter, this news reporter, avoided that name, Fulani. That is the impunity. That is the impunity. If it were in Biafra land today, without investigation, without anybody, eyewitness, they will mention ESN. They will tell you it's ESN, IPOB, and Mazan Khan. But because they are scared to death, when Fulanis are involved, they can never mention Fulani. But you can hear the villagers saying Fulani, Fulani, Fulani. But the news reporter who has more chance to communicate with the outside world, at least outside world, anybody that understands English will understand him perfectly. But he failed. I mean, he avoided that name, Fulani, so that he will not enter, he will not be in trouble with the Fulani people. That is the impunity. This is what we are fighting against. This is what we are fighting against. He started by calling this community, by saying that this community in distress. Community in distress. Remember, Nigeria has government. Kaduna State has government. All these states where this impunity going on, they have governments. There are military stationed everywhere. But it will interest you that those military or police or whatever their names are, that you may see littering around or loitering around the area or something like that, they are only there to protect the Fulani terrorists, to defend, to shield the Fulani terrorists. That is why when you are in distress and you are calling as someone in distress for these people to come, they will never come. Remember, they say that military intervention came late. When you go and investigate, it will interest you to know that this military that their intervention came very late, are not staying more than 2 kilometers or 3 kilometers from this village. Then you ask yourself, even if they are walking on their foot, they would have been there on time, because according to the news, these Fulani terrorists spend over an hour in that place. So, ask yourself, why did military intervention came very late when village is being overrun? When the citizens of their so-called country is being murdered in their cold blood, where children are being beheaded, and they have the shame to report it that military intervention came very late. They want the government to come. You know, one thing with these people from this, that is why when I look at us, I thank Chukwu Kiabiama for making me a Biafran. I thank Chukwu Kiabiama because in that so-called in that contraption called Nigeria, amongst all the ethnic nationalities, it is only the Biafrans that recognizes danger when they see one. Check it. Go and check it. It is only Biafrans that are proactive. We don't always wait for something to happen to us before we react. Go and check it. Go and check. Go and make research. When Ojukwu declared Biafra, nobody advised that he should do that. When he saw the agenda of the Fulanis, the agenda against the Biafrans, he knew that the plans was to wipe us out. The plans was to put fear in us and subdue us permanently, just like they are doing to the Middle Belters today. Other ethnicity in Nigeria are not. That is why these people, instead of them to organize themselves and see how they can defend their villages, because these Fulanis are not spirits. They are not spirits. They are human beings. These guns they carry, they don't produce them. They buy it on the market. So people can easily buy it. It is bought with money. It's not bought with. Was not bought with a cow. That thing you see was bought with money. Why can't these people go and organize their own and get this AK-47 so that each time these Fulani people came to kill them, they will defend their families, their wives, their children. And instead of them to do that, they resorted in lamenting, calling on the same government that is sending these people to put fear in them or to make them to abandon their villages. Go to the Middle Belt. RDP house, camps scattered everywhere. Villages abandoned. Fulani is replacing those people, the villages. And in their myopic minds, they think that after they might have spent 30 years in RDP camp, on their coming back to their villages, Fulani will say, oh no, this is not my house, it's your house, you can take it. These people, they are so irritating. They lament so much, like women, they lament. Their men even lament more than their women. Their men lament more than their women. Lamentation, chapter 1, verse 10. Take a leave from Biafrans now. Look at what ESN are doing. We are checkmating these people. We are in our bushes, chasing them up and down. They cannot even have a steady camp. They are making it makeshift, moving it, and we are trailing them in fact, we are close to them. That is why you can't see this nonsense in Biafra. Few times they tried to do it, they didn't live to tell the story. Because we are serious. We love our people and we are serious to defend them with the last drop of our blood. If you look at the pattern of these Fulani men, they came to the village, they kill people, they burn houses. That is the pattern. That is the pattern. Now, come back to East, to Biafra land. And look at those ones in security uniform, because all of them are the same. All of them are the same. That is why I am trying to make sense out of it. The Fulani terrorists, when they invade a village, after killing the villagers, they burn their houses. Now, look at those ones in uniform. When they came to our land, they will go and kill people. After killing people, they will burn their houses. The same thing, the same modus operandi, the same formation, the same movement, the same people. The only difference is that those ones in the eastern part, those ones in Biafra land, are in uniform. The Nigerian government, because they know that they cannot come in rags. Because if they come in rags, we will come open and challenge them. Because of that, they give them in Nigeria uniform, security uniform, in military uniform, some in military uniform, some in army. Some in police uniform. Some are in whatever uniform they wear. Ebubago, they come with Ebubago too. Those are house makers. They will kill people and they will burn their houses. The same people are doing it in the north, in the middle belt. The same people are doing it in Biafra land. Kill them, burn their houses. These people are the same. Now the same people. Their modus operandi, the same. Kill them, burn their properties. Kill them, burn their properties. Kill them, burn their properties. Ask yourself, if these people are not the same, why are their modus operandi the same? Their method, the same. Now the same people. But difference is that those ones are in rags. Those ones are in military, security uniform. That is the only difference. Maybe it could be the same people that is doing it in the middle belt that are doing it in southeast, in Biafra land. But the only difference is that those ones are putting on Nigeria security uniform. You heard them say that they have complained to the government of Kaduna State to come for their aid, to no avail, no response from the so-called chief security officer of the state, who is the governor. There is no response. They have complained severally. They have called for the attention of the state government and the national government, federal government of Nigeria, to come for their aid, to no avail, no response from them. After complaining, the only response that they get is from the Fulani terrorists. It is heartbreaking for me when I see people that are handicapped, people who don't know that it's better for you to die on your feet than to live on your nails. These people have chosen to live on their nails all the rest of their life. And in their own eyes, everything that they hold there, everything that they love, everything that matters to them are being taken away from them systematically, one by one, in line, in section by section, and they are still on their nails, begging, complaining, asking the same person, the same oppressor, the same person is killing you, killing your people, the same person is the one who are still begging to have mercy on you. You are asking to have mercy on you, he killed your father. You say, hey, please have mercy on me. He killed your mother. Oh, can you please have mercy on me? He killed your first son. He killed your second son. And you are still begging. These people from Middle Belt, are these people for real? Do they have, are they human beings or they are animals? You are begging the same person who is killing you to have mercy on you. Hey. You also heard one of them talk about cow. When you kill when one cow mistakenly killed, the whole village will be littered with military men looking for those who killed them, beating both innocent, just because one cow is killed. But who doesn't know that Fulani men prefer cow more than human beings? Because I think cow is their most closer companions. They sleep with their cows. They interact with their cows. They drink the urine of their cows. Everything they eat comes from their cows. They speak, their cows understand. And their cows speak, they understand. So they prefer their cows more than you human beings. And you as a human being, as a person who has brain in his head, you still want to maintain relationship with such primitive people. It's a pity. I pity those people from Middle Belt and to an extension to our brothers from the West. I pity you people. You people failed to grasp the reality. You don't know that this one does not value human being. You heard him. He said, if one cow is mistakenly killed, their villages will be in trouble. Military will feel everywhere looking for those who killed one cow. And their villages will pay from their noses because they are going to charge them money. They are going to build the village. And the village will contribute and pay to appease the Fulanis. If you don't pay, you are in trouble. The military may not do anything, may not do much. But as they leave, their foot soldiers will come and deal with you people. That is it. Method of fear. Indeed, what we have in the Middle Belt are villages living in fear. This is what we don't want to see. That is why you have ESN. Those who are questioning why did Mazen Kanu even contemplated it? Why would he go and inaugurate such as ESN? This is the reason.
Community in distress. Their loved ones have been killed by terrorists. Human bodies litter the streets, some with deep machete cuts, and many burnt beyond recognition. It's not a pleasant sight to behold. The smell of burnt humans fills the air, and graves are being dug as the living bury their dead. According to eyewitnesses, the terrorists stormed Runji village in their numbers, shooting sporadically and setting houses ablaze with occupants in them. Those who were lucky to escape say the rampaging gunmen operated for over an hour, adding that military intervention came late.
Kill our people, kill our husband. Don't put fire anywhere. We don't know where they come from. They come kill our children with my uncle, father, my sister yesterday.
About 10:30 yesterday night, after a successful wedding of our illustrious son, the Fulani just occurred to the village and attacked us. And many souls were killed. About 30 corpses are laying down. Many are injured, are in the hospitals. And we are pleading on the solidarity of the government to come and rescue us. We knew what is happening in this land. We are living peacefully with these Fulanis. And now we became enemies to each other. We don't know what is the cost. And we are looking for the government to come. And one thing that disturbs us, we have military men around, but they can't help us. We want the government to withdraw all the checkpoints out of our Chablan.
There are plenty, more than 200 people attacks.
Did they bring guns? What did they bring?
They bring guns and shooting us and burn our house. Yes.
What were they saying? Did you hear anything they were saying?
And they said that they will come back again, post, and kill my children and also my wife, brother.
It's a black Sunday for these people as they gather to bury the remains of their loved ones in a mass grave.
Already about 32 people are killed. About 40 houses were burned. There was nobody that came here to help us. So I don't know. All of us were in pains. We are even confused who to complain to again now. Because we have been complaining and there's no any assistance. When the attack was going on, we called the military. I personally called them and informed them. Well,
So what was
according to them, they said they tried their best. You know, when the attack was going on, I was not there. So I won't say this is what they did. But all what I know, people were killed.
We will not run away from our land. Even if they come tonight after us, we are killed, there will still be some people who will talk, and there will be young who will rise again. Amen. And so we ask that the government of Kaduna State and the government of Federal Republic of Nigeria, they should do the needful. They know what they should do to stop this evil. They know it. I have said it, and let me repeat myself again. If by mistake one cow is killed by any of the community here, the number of military troops that will enter and ransack the community and look for those to arrest because one cow has been killed. And now we have 33 corpses and a young boy of less than 5 years who has been beheaded. What has that young boy done to these evil people?
Several villagers could be seen packing their bags to leave the village. They are scared that the terrorists may return and strike again. The people of Runji village in Zango Kataf local government area feel abandoned by the government. They want the perpetrators brought to book. Nisi Gabriel. All right.
So welcome back. You heard him. But one of the funniest things that this reporter just said is that the villagers want the perpetrators brought to book. By who? By who, if I may ask? Who is the person that is going to bring the perpetrators to book? The same Fulanis, the same government that sent them. My man, the only advice to you, Middle Belt citizens of the zoo, is to go and organize yourselves and defend your land. Take a leave from IPOB. Take a leave from Mazanakano. That is the only thing that will save you and safeguard your children, your lives, and your properties. I laugh when the man said that there was a time they lived in peace with Fulanis. Yes, always. When they come, look at their progenitor now, Osman Danfodion. When he came from wherever he came from for Putadanon, he came to Hausa land. He was living with them in peace. But he knows that he is not there for peace. Osman Danfodion knows that he came there for jihadists. But if he started immediately, he may fail. He needed insiders. He needed to impregnate some people who would give birth to their children in proxy. He needed to buy over those corrupt traditional rulers, corrupt villagers. That is the tactics. It's an agenda. The agenda is one, not for peace, but to overrun you, to take over what belongs to you, and to exterminate you. So the peace you see is the kind of peace between a vulture and half-dead meat. It's not a good peace. They were waiting for the right time, which is now. You cannot live at peace with people who doesn't want peace. Have you seen anywhere Fulanis are calling for peace? There is never a time it is recorded anywhere. Go to any country where Fulanis are. It's not for, they are not in for peace. They are always for pieces. That's why Mazan Kanu said that the only language that Fulani people understand is when they shoot one gun, you shoot two guns. That is the language they understand. Ada Ayohabiko, they don't beg Fulani to pity us. The weakest thing you can show to a Fulani man is to say, I beg. Because that means you are finished. So the man that was talking about peace and peace, living with peace, at peace with Fulani in the past, my dear, it was a method, a tactic to deceive you people. That was why while you were sleeping, Fulanis were busy planting their corns, planting their people, positioning themselves to a strategic point. That is why it is their people. A Fulani man is the one that is your governor. Fulani man is the one is a vice. Fulani man is the one in the courts. Fulani man is everywhere. Even the one in the Senate. All of them are Fulani. How many are Fulanis? Because you people were trusting them. If you listen, one of the things that broke my heart is when this reporter was saying that human bodies littered the streets everywhere. And that CAN chairman confirmed that over 33 bodies were lying there. But you see these CAN people, they are the worst set of human beings. These are the set of people that makes Christianity look like a joke. They are the ones. They still believe in that if they slap you here, turn the other side. Someone is killing you and you are calling for peace. Don't you know that if you want peace, you must prepare for war? You must be ready for war if you want peace. Because the only proven theory is after war, or rather practical. The only proven practical is after war comes peace. That is when the whole people sit down on a round table and talk. People are killing you and you are still calling for peace, talking about peace. Someone is busy cutting your neck, gradual by gradual, and you are saying, please, I want peace, I want peace. I don't want to fight you. I don't want you to fight. And the person is busy cutting you with sharp sword. Sorry. The man talked about burnt flesh smell filled the air. Did you hear when that man said that his sons, his in-law or whatever, and his uncle or nephew killed? And not only that they were killed, they were burnt. And he was there, perceiving the smells of the flesh of his children. And tomorrow he will still come and tell you, yes, I want one Nigeria. One Nigeria, one Nigeria, one Nigeria, one Nigeria. That is why Master Kano said, if I ask you where are you from or who you are, you say you are a Nigerian, he will spit on you, you will see as an animal, as you are worse than an animal. Mazi Kanu said instead of him to interact with Nigeria, a Nigerian or Nigerians, he rather go to zoo, to the jungle and meet baboons and monkeys and interact with them, because those ones, at least when they see danger, they know that danger is coming. They will run away. When monkeys and baboons see danger, they run away. A Nigerian will see danger. He will not notice that it's a danger. He will be walking straight, direct to that danger, unprepared, ignorantly. And if by providence, or you just out of pity say, come, don't go. You are 1 meter to 100 meters from where you are standing. He said, danger awaits you. He will look at you as a foolish person. That was why when Mazi Kanu was warning them, Fulanis are coming, that they were looking at him as a foolish man. That was why when Nigerian government went to Kenya to kidnap Mazi Kanu, Nigerians did not understand the danger in doing that. Nigerians don't understand that it is wrong. It is definitely wrong to do that. Nigerians failed to comprehend the danger in going to kidnap somebody. Today, Fulanis are all over the bushes in the country of Nigeria, kidnapping people. Some of them killed. Some of them pay after paying from their through their noses. Their life will be spared. Nigerians did not understand what danger is. They see danger, they will not comprehend. They walk straight to it. That is why I see anybody that says he's a Nigerian as an ignorant person who does not understand what humanity is all about. He talks about being confused. They don't know who to complain to. These people are so annoying. You are still confused. You are doing the same thing all over again, and you still want to get a different result. Who did this to you people? You are still confused in the face of danger. Danger is telling you and saying, I am danger, I am danger. I'm here to take your life. And you are still telling the danger, I'm confused, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do, or help me. The same danger I say, I'm here to kill you, standing before you. You are telling him that you are confused. These people are mad. They are so confused. You heard them talk about the military checkpoints. That he wants the military checkpoints in their community to go. They don't want community. They don't want military. They rather be paying Fulanis to protect them than to have military there. The same thing that Mazi Kanu said. If you see a Fulani, if you see a military checkpoint here, from here to 2 kilometers away, there is a Fulani camp kidnapping people, killing people. If you see a Fulani camp here, army camp here, 2 kilometers away, there is Fulani camp where they kidnap people. Ask yourself, who is deceiving who? Why did Nigerians refuse to use their God-given sense to reason just for once, to see the danger of belonging to Nigeria with Fulanis? What benefits is Nigeria for you? There is no benefit. Not single one. The only benefit that you have as a Nigerian is that Igbo man is being suppressed. Does it add food in your table? No. When Igbo man is being maltreated, marginalized, subdued, suppressed, disgraced, name them. Does it add food to your table? Are you not suffering the same suffering that Igbo man is suffering today? Are you not buying petrol the same amount Igbo man is buying petrol? Or will you, when you walk to petrol station, you will say, no, I'm a Yoruba man. They will say, okay, Yoruba man, okay, I'm going to buy it 50 rand. And the Igbo man will come, they will say it's 600 to him. No. If they sold it to Igbo man 600, they are going to sell it to you 600. When there is no electricity, Igbo man is suffering, you also suffering, because both of you are in the same country. When you are applying that bad road, dying there, when Igbo man is dying in that road, Yoruba man is dying there too. When you are buying a bag of rice, 50,000 naira or 70,000 naira, same applies to Igbo man, same applies to all the ethnic nationality. So why would you think that you are supporting Nigeria so that Igbo man will remain in your Nigeria? But you are mistaken. Igbo man is not going to remain in your Nigeria. Biafrans are determined to exit Nigeria. No matter your propaganda, no matter your atrocities against us, no matter your lawlessness and anything you are doing to stop us, you cannot stop us, because we embark on this journey knowing the dangers in it, knowing how difficult, knowing that it's not going to be easy. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never told us that it's going to be easy. That is why those who don't understand and they jump into IPOB and the next minute they are talking shit, they are misyanning and they are betraying. I laugh at them, because in the first place they don't belong to the public. They don't understand what freedom fighting is all about. They are in the country, in their respective countries where they are living today, enjoying freedom, enjoying government, working government, enjoying everything. They thought that those people folded their hands and gained all these things. When you ask them, they will tell you that, why are you telling people to agitate or to sit at home, and why people are dying? Who is going to die before? Is it Nama who die? Go now. When South Africa was fighting for the peace, South Africa was dying, not Nigerians. When the French people were doing their revolution, it was French people that was dying, not Nigerians. When Americans were fighting for their own freedom, it was Americans that were dying, not Nigeria. So, if Biafrans are fighting for their freedom and there is casualties, it's going to be from Biafrans. It's Biafrans that will pay the price. So don't come and tell us, why are the people dying? People don't supposed to die. What do you mean that people don't supposed to die? The person that you are asking to free you don't want to free you. He wants you to prove that you are serious. And one of the tests is when he kills your people, you back off. When you back off because he's killing your people, you will go deeper into slavery. But when he killed your people and you stand up to defend those that are alive, he will know that indeed you are serious. So don't give us the crap that why would Biafrans die? If you are fighting for them, why would you watch them die? In 1967 to 1970, those people that died, were they not Biafrans? I'm asking those people who are coming here to tell us, blackmail us with people died there, people died there. Were they not? Is it not better for us to die doing something, trying to fight to liberate ourselves, than for us to sit back like those in Benue State, like those in Kaduna, dying for not doing nothing? You heard him say that they didn't do anything to these Fulanis, that they were living in peace with these Fulanis, and this one started killing them. Did you hear when they said that they've told the Fulanis to leave the village for them? No. They are dying for doing nothing. And you that are doing something, you don't know that you're going to die. Death is inevitable. Whether you die by gun, or you die asleep, or you die by food poison, or you die by aircraft, or by aircraft, or by car crash, whichever way you die, it is death. So don't die for nothing. Die doing something. So, the insecurity you see today in the southeast, these people that mastermind it are not those who are agitating for Biafra. It's not those who are agitating. They are not the masterminders. Those who are calling for the freedom of their people are not the people that mastermind the insecurity in Biafra land today. It is the same people that we are fighting against. The weapon, the most potent weapons in their hands is propaganda. They thrive in propaganda. They thrive in propaganda. That is why some of you gullibles believe them when they tell you that it is the agitators, it is those who are calling for sit at home that is causing that is killing people, that is causing insecurity, that is doing. No, it is not. It is them. They are hiding under the fact that you are asking for freedom to commit atrocities so that you will go back and leave them to have a field there to continue to use you the way they want. I want you to listen to this video, Biafrans.
Yes. Are you saying categorically that the governor of Imo State is the ones that brought in the vigilante that is disrupting the peace and causing the sit at home in the states? Are you saying that on camera because you will be made account for that statement? Are you saying that and confirming that the governor of Imo State is one of those causing the problems in the southeast?
I am saying that he's fueling the crisis in Imo State. Yes, I'm saying it boldly, and I have evidence to back that. Go to Haji Eboma today. Go to Osu today. You saw the report by the International Center for Journalists and that of Umer Bashi that was released a few days ago. That almost over 12,000 people have lost their life because of activities of Ebubago people and so on and so forth. Ask everybody in Imo State, was it not the same group that attacked Kinsley Uju and took him away? He couldn't participate in the election. Is that how to maintain security? Were they not the people who attacked me? That his head, Chinasa, was boasting they will attack me, and they did attack me. Is that how to maintain security? So they have not really worked towards maintaining their security. They have been on the attack for a very long time. So that's why I said I cannot vouch for him. I know Soludo is trying to adopt both the political approach and the security approach and other governors. So it's not just about talking on the TV and giving marching orders. It's about how committed, how genuine are you about having peace in Imo and other neighboring Southeast State. And that genuineness and that commitment, you cannot see it from him, I can tell you boldly. Because all that we have gone through, even during the election, they were the ones that were used to do 27/27 magic at the House of Assembly election, where they were carrying ballot boxes and shooting at people. This evidence is everywhere. You can ask anybody in Imo is here, and I'm telling you, all of us will have it. So then he's not committed. Some are committed, but him is not committed about it. And that is why I will even tell you here, because you have asked this question, that I may not even be attending the meeting that is being called today. The reason why I will not even attend it is that you cannot call that meeting and call it in the government house, Imo State Governor's Lodge, because he has not expressed commitment to resolving these issues. Okay. He's actually after those who does not agree with him. So if we want lasting solutions of these matters, then we have to be genuine about it.
Back. Did you hear what Ugochinyere Ikenga was saying? Government of Imo State, and by extension, all the governors in the Biafran territory are the ones fueling this insecurity. The only reason why you did not know is because you did not want to activate your thinking capacity. The only reason why they are hiding themselves this far, confusing you, is because of the agitation for Biafra. If that there was no agitation for Biafra, you would know that they are the ones doing it. But let me tell you something. We know this man you see here is an insider. He's in government. And remember that before the election, his house was invaded. And properties worth millions were damaged. If not for CC and the useless Arise TV and their likes have started spreading the gossip, the fake news that it was IPOB, ESN, the unknown government. Unknown to them, this man has CCTV scattered all over his house. He was able to capture and every one of them. Did you hear about it? No. Nobody talks about it because they have found out who did it. If there were no CCTV in that place, they would have been using it today as one of the atrocities committed by the agitators, by ESN and IPOB. They are the ones fueling insecurity in Biafraland. The sit at home that Biafrans are doing, they are doing it willingly. For the love of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the sit at home Biafrans are doing is willingly. That is why none of these governments, those governors, could be able to stop it. Go to Anambra. Soludo has done everything possible. He failed. Same applies to Ozodimma. Same applies to Ebonyi State, the former Omahi. Same applies to Enugu State and all the states in Biafra land today. People acknowledge the sacrifices Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is paying for their sakes. And they have decided to stand in solidarity with him. People are willing to sit at home even for 1 month. If that will bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out from the dungeon. I see some people. I'm not trying to say that it is not a good thing to an extent. But to me, it's not worth celebrating like it was being celebrated a few days ago. I saw in the news that Binta Nyako, the same Binta Nyako that could not pass any judgment on the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The only thing that she was able to do is to strike out some charges, and she started postponing the case, adjourning and after adjournment after adjournment. She could not, and she will tell them, allow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to have access to this. DSS will flout to the order, and the DSS will still bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to her court. She will still entertain the case. The same Binta Nyako kept Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on incommunicado, that place where he is today, for that much, until the intervention of appeal court. The same Binta Nyako could not make any serious pronouncement. The same Binta Nyako could not tell Nigerian government that you committed crime by going to Kenya to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and extraordinary rendition him back to Nigeria. The same Binta Nyako entertained Nigerian government case against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for all these months. after giving the DSS order. DSS will flout the order. And Binta Yaku will still entertain their, allow them to bring Mazi Kanu with the same clothes the next court. Binta Yaku will not ask DSS, why did you bring Mazi Kanu with the same clothes? Because of this, I am not going to entertain this case. And if you don't do what I said, I'm going to strike this case off. Binta Yaku did not have the balls to do that. She waited until appeal court intervened on the case of Mazi Kanu and discharged Mazi Kanu. Something she could not do. Something that Binta Yaku could not do for the past months that Mazi Kanu were coming to her court. So the other day when I saw Ifeanyi Ejiofor and Zokome celebrating that Binta Yaku has asked DSS to allow Mazi Kanu access to any choice of his doctors or to go and receive treatment in any hospital of his choice in Abuja. I don't know what they're talking about. Now, it is good, fine. I don't have a problem with that. I'm not condemning. I'm not saying it's not an effort. It's an effort, and we acknowledge it. But what I'm saying is, what is there to celebrate? What is there to celebrate? Appeal court judgment overrules that of Binta Yaku. Binta Yaku is a smaller court. Appeal court is a higher court to Binta Yaku's court. And the appeal court instructed Nigeria to allow Mazi Kanu to go. Up to date, it has not been done. And Mazi Kanu's legal counsel are still going back to the same Binta Yaku, where her own judgment is irrelevant. Because as long as appeal court case is concerned, whatever Binta Yaku is saying now is irrelevant. The only court that can say otherwise is the apex court, which is Supreme Court of Nigeria, not Binta Yaku's court. So anybody that is coming to tell us that now we have gotten, Mazi Kanu has gotten victory. Mazi Kanu has gotten the ultimate victory, which is release him, the judgment of appeal court. What you should be talking about is not for Mazi Kanu's how the court, the doctor is going to visit him. Fine. We allow that. We support the doctors to come and examine him and come and do whatever they have to do. But Mazi Kanu does not have business being there. What is Mazi Kanu still doing there in DSS dungeon? That should be the question that every right-thinking Biafran should be asking. That is it. Why is Mazi Kanu still there in DSS dungeon? What is he doing there? What is the case? What is the charges? What crime has he committed that he is there? That should be the question. Not to celebrate Binta Yaku's judgment that is useless to us. It's irrelevant. The only thing we want to celebrate is that Mazi Kanu left DSS dungeon. That is the only thing we want to celebrate. We are not calling Tinubu to pity Mazi Kanu or to have mercy on Mazi Kanu. No, far from it. If Mazi Kanu had committed any crime, Nigerian court would have sentenced him long time ago. So we're not asking Tinubu to have mercy on Mazi Kanu. No, Tinubu can have mercy on him. What we are calling on Tinubu to do, President Tinubu, what we are asking you to do is to do the right thing, instruct your court to release Mazi Kanu, your DSS, to leave Mazi Kanu. Ask them, what did Mazi Kanu do that he is there? If they could not tell you any or give you any charges on his neck, he must go. Tinubu, you must leave Mazi Kanu because he did nothing. He is free to go. Your own court under your government has freed him. Ask those who are still keeping him there, why are they still keeping him? What is his offense? What charges is Mazi Kanu going that kept Mazi Kanu in the DSS dungeon? President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, free Mazi Kanu now. Give order for Mazi Kanu to go home. Mazi Kanu committed no crime. That is the reason why your own appeal court discharged him and instructed that no other court in your country should entertain any case of against Mazi Kanu. Tinubu, it is an advice I am giving to you now. The right thing to do, if indeed you want peace to return in your country, you must release Mazi Kanu. You must instruct those, your government, those, your people who still hold him, to let him who still hold him so that he will not go. Ask them to allow him to go. That he committed no crime. If you think that keeping Mazi Kanu in DSS dungeon is going to stop the agitation for Biafra, you people don't want to learn. You people don't want to learn. You cannot use intimidation or killing people to stop the agitation. The only time you can stop this agitation is when you listen to the cry of those who are agitating. What is their cry? They want referendum. Give them referendum and this whole story will die a natural death. Give them referendum. It's a right. It's a right to decide. Self-determination is right. It's a right. Even in marriage, you can decide to divorce, or you can decide to come together, sit down and talk. Okay, how are we going to move this marriage forward? What are we going to do so that this marriage will not crash? These are conversations, you can have them. When you have such conversations, it can add value to your relationship with your wife or with your husband. But if you said whether you are happy in this marriage or you are not happy in this marriage, you are going to remain in this marriage, you are mistaken. You cannot force Biafrans to be part of a country that they are not interested in becoming. Allow them to make a choice. The time that Biafrans were agitating, talking about restructuring the country, you people practically refuse. Even up to date, you people still refuse. And you want everybody to be there. Who does that? That is not how things have been done. So I call on President Ahmed Bola Tinubu to listen to his sense of reasoning, to use his sense and reason, and know that free Mazi Kanu is the right thing to do. Keeping Mazi Kanu there will not change anything. Buhari tried this, Buhari failed. If Buhari failed, you will fail as well. The only time you can do something meaningful is when you do something different from what Buhari did. By first and foremost, free Mazi Kanu. Second time, talking with him. Because the worst thing you can do is to talk with a man in chains. You cannot talk with a man in chains. That is under duress. He is under duress. You can't talk with him and get anything positive from him. You have to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu first. After you freed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, then you sit and talk with him. That is the right thing to do. That is what we Biafrans are calling Bola Ahmed Tinubu to do. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, then talk with him. But if you want to talk with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS dungeon, you are mistaken, because my leader will never talk to you there. Even if he will talk to you, whatever that he's going to say to you will not be useful to you. My leader made it very, very clear to you that the only thing he wants is referendum. Why not give him that referendum? Give it to him. It's a two-way thing. He can lose. After all, those deceiving you from the southeast is telling you that the Igbos don't want Biafra. So I think you can listen to them and give it a try. Maybe only that can change everything, and forever it shall remain the same. Because it's going to be signed that if you fail, nobody will ever ask again for Biafra. It will be signed. Then let's go and do it. You could get yes, and we get no. Or you get no, we get yes. One must happen. So there is no foolishness in trying to have a constructive and a decent conversation. So I call on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, so that every other person that is watching from afar will at least know that, yeah, something new is happening in this country. So, fellow Biafrans, I thank you for listening to me this evening. It is a pleasure to always be on your screen every time I come online. I appreciate each and every one of you who has devoted their time in listening to me this evening. I say to you, may Chukwu bless you. As I always say, always remember to put our leader in your prayers. Very, very, very important. Very, very important that you do so. Because our leader needs your prayer. He needs it, and he needs it so much. So I thank you for joining me in this program this evening. If you have not shared this program, I want you to share it now. And if you have not liked the program, I also indulge that you like it. Please, when next we are coming online, kindly invite 1 or 2 people to join you in watching and listening to us. As you have already seen today, we are able to make 1 or 2 constructive arguments. And we're able to make some meaningful and useful information to you, so that you will know that there are still people who are still interested in talking about the impunity of Nigerian state. And also you will know that there are some people who are still queuing in line with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So I thank you, fellow Biafrans, once again. May Chukwu Abiyama continually bless you. As you go to bed, you wake up tomorrow, and as you believe in what you are doing, you will be alive to see Biafra. I say to you, fellow Biafrans, good night from here.